Hello, Christchurch friends and family. It's Pastor Ben here with your weekly update. This Sunday in worship, we continue our sermon series, Stations of the Resurrection, and we come to Jesus giving the Great Commission. Go therefore into all the world, making disciples, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. That great mission, the job that Jesus gives his disciples and continues to give to each one of us who are baptized. So join us on Sunday as we explore this station of the resurrection. Don't forget, on Sundays, we offer nursery care. We also have formation time during the 10 o'clock hour and fellowship time during that 10 o'clock hour. Just a reminder, there's no youth group tonight because of the Memorial Day weekend holiday. And speaking of which, this weekend, this Monday, we remember Memorial Day. We remember those who gave their lives in battle, that we might have the very freedom we have to worship. We also, in the midst of remembering, are praying that there would be an end to all war and that we would live into that proclamation that we learn war no more, and so that there need not be any others who die in battle. I want to take a moment to remind you that we have graduate recognition coming up on Sunday, June 1st. So if you haven't let us know yet that you've got a graduate in your family, please do so. As I've been mentioning, I've got one in my family, and this was senior week at the high school, so it's becoming real. I saw my son in his cap and gown for the first time, and so we'd love on Sunday, June 1st, to get to celebrate all those who graduated preschool, high school, graduate school, and to make a big deal out of that and to say words of prayer and encouragement. Moving out to Sunday, June 8th, that is Pentecost. And in the life of the church, I invite you to wear red. That's the birthday of the church. Also, that day, we're going to invite folks to join. I know there's a whole gaggle of folks who worship regularly with us who express from time to time interest in joining. We're just going to have sort of a catch-all day. So as you hear this, if you think, man, I've been meaning to do that, that's the Sunday, June 8th. We'll have a baptism, I know, that day, and would love at both services to welcome into fellowship folks who want to transfer their membership. Maybe if you do need to be baptized or you want to reaffirm your faith, we can talk about that. But reach out and let us know that you want to be a part of that great joining. You know, on the first day of Pentecost, 3,000 joined their number. You think we can beat that? We can give it a go, right? Looking forward to those who will join in the life of the church. Looking out next week in the life of the church, don't forget on Tuesday morning, we have our men's breakfast club at 8:30. We meet in Ascension Hall, and our focus is going to be around poetry. Pastor Takuzwa has reminded us who are attending to bring our favorite poem with us or to write one. Looking forward to that gathering. Looking out a little bit further than that into June, annual conference will take place. That's the gathering of United Methodists across Central and Eastern North Carolina. That'll be our clergy and lay representatives from our church will go to that event in Greenville. That's June 12th through the 14th. Pastor Lee has asked us to help with Vacation Bible School supplies, and many of you have been doing that, so keep up the great work. After school, this week we celebrated that we have hired a new director, Stephen Case, and shared a little bit about his bio, a renowned author from across the country and who spent a lifetime helping develop curriculum and in ministry with children and youth. We're blessed to have him join our team. He's already beginning his work, working alongside Tristan, who we thank for his wonderful interim leadership in that program. It's not too late to register. Spots are going fast. So get your children or grandchildren signed up for that. Stephen has mentioned a program through the Museum of Art, also in national parks. So sounds like next year during the school year in the after-school program, they're going to be touring national parks, touring museums. Sounds like a lot of fun. Always and everywhere, it's not too late to turn in your estimate of giving. We've had a few weeks out now from that on Palm Sunday. We're doing some analytics behind the scenes here, and we're going to begin reaching out to those that we haven't heard from yet. So get that turned in. We'd be grateful. Our finance committee and church leadership are working on the budget for the next fiscal year that begins on July 1st. And if you have an outstanding commitment for this fiscal year that ends on June 30th, we invite you to be attentive to that. Memorial Day seems to always mark that invitation into summertime. And so as we begin to pivot and think about summer, just a reminder, when we get to July, beginning July 1st, we'll have one service at 10 a.m. on Sunday. So just wanted to have that out on your radar. Hope you have a safe holiday weekend. If you're not going to be with us in person, I hope you'll join us online or catch it later on. But we are always and everywhere so grateful for you. Be safe, be well. We'll talk more soon.